The Brody bunch is hitting the road again. We're trying to pack up the house, get everything into vehicles, and then we got to take both the cars to the RV and get it all loaded up. I think the last thing is food.
Yep.
We're gonna go stick that into the refrigerator and take the camper to the campground. We've got a lot of things to test. This little trip that we're taking is to test all of the new things and new upgrades we've done to the camper and just make sure we're not missing anything or not thinking about anything before we take our whole summer to live on it full time. So that's what we're doing. You got all your stuff?
Yep. In the car.
Did you forget anything? You thought through a whole checklist?
In my mind, yeah.
I think getting out of the house is probably the worst part, don't you? Like all the stress of like, what did we forget? You're going through
Making sure we
checklists
pack
and
all the right stuff. Even though we're just going like across the street, but.
okay.
And me and Hannah match. Did you notice?
You guys match?
And me.
Oh, and Cameron. Hey. Gray shirt squad. Me too. And definitely not Kendall. Hans, you get to come with us too, buddy. You get to come with us on a trip for once. I'll hand you stuff. Prepping for, oh, I have another tray in the back of my truck. Well, we got to put stuff in it. Prepping for these trips starts so far in advance that it's like the first day of all this stuff sucks. Oh crap, I gotta get this. Hold on. The first day always sucks. It's just like prep, pack, unpack, go. And then get there, get set up, and then you can start to enjoy it and relax. But until then, it's a bit chaotic. Now this is where you definitely want to stop being in a hurry and rushing around, because that's when you make mistakes. And this is not somewhere you want to make a mistake. You slow down, start taking your time, make sure you're getting everything hooked up properly. This is the Hilton Head National RV Resort, and it is resort. This place is awesome. I just learned an annoying lesson. I used the LevelMate Pro, I think I've mentioned that in previous videos, to help me level the trailer, but I left it on. I don't use the auto on, auto off feature for one reason or other, I can't remember why. But it does have USB in, so I'm using the EcoFlow battery bank that I just pulled out of my truck, plug it in, and USB power. Now I can get this thing level, and then straight to power and AC. Oh man, 1/4 inch, that's it? I hardly even have to level for that. Let's give this a quick check. We'll check on our surge protector here, make sure everything looks good. Power on. It's letting us know there's no issues, no errors. So I'll flip this breaker back off. I'll hook up all the power. And then we know we're good to go. I also use this 90-degree adapter instead of having this thing pulling on that. It just takes a lot of that stress and pressure off of it. Oh yeah. All right, turn the breaker on. And go give cold air to the people. All right, AC is blowing cold. Now I can finish the rest of the hard work. Don't worry, I got it. I got it, don't worry. Everything's just a process, you know? Step one, step two, and you can't avoid it. You gotta do them all. One thing we've been holding off on and haven't done was put our Fort Wilderness sticker on the door from our last trip to Disney World because they don't sell stickers anymore. It's part of their going green thing where they're not doing paper goods and stickers. So anyways, we custom ordered a Fort Wilderness sticker, and Kendall was the one that's got to put it on. So, you got it? I'll take the trash.
It's like a Band-Aid. Make sure you put it on really nicely. Do I put it like right here?
Wherever you want. All right. There we go, Fort Wilderness.
To our door.
Very good. All right, you guys ready to go swimming?
Let's go.
Let's go. This RV park has got to be up there as like one of the nicer. I haven't been to a ton of RV parks yet, and we're gonna go to a bunch more. But I mean, Lazy River. There's a bar, and like everything's is just like you got your little card. Everything's linked to that. You don't have to carry a wallet around or anything. It's like Disney World. Like everything is just kind of it just works. It's pretty cool. I mean, we live here and we came here. This is our second time here. This place is awesome. What's the matter? What's the matter?
She's tired. Doesn't want to
Are you ready to go get in the pool? What? You want to go get in the pool? Look at that cute bloody. Okay, hold on. You got to judge your Bloody Mary. What? How is it?
On cuteness level, it's like a 2. I mean, it's not like. Well, I'll give it a 3 because there's olives.
We're gonna have to do this later.
Okay.
Because this thing. I think that means I'm getting in the pool. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Yeah. All right, what do you need my help with?
Okay, I want to have a house, a pool house.
A pool house.
We have the top, but I can't get in the water. It's too hard for me. Like,
So
I want to sit. I want to chill.
On top of it?
Yeah.
You're gonna fall, bunk your head. Well, let's do it right over here.
Okay.
This ought to be good. Come on. You guys too. Come on, let's go.
Yeah?
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
Ready?
No.
That didn't work.
Okay, so we're gonna try with 2, because obviously 3, not gonna do great. Hi, Kendall. I'm gonna try to sit on this. Daddy's trying to help me. Oh God, Daddy. Oh.
Hey!
There we go. Can you help me? Kind of wish I had 3, but it's alright.
That's it. You're doing it. Pull your shirt down.
Hi.
Double
Hi.
stacked.
Chilling.
All right, after that lap, we gotta get out though. This stroller is one of the things we're testing as well. So this is our new stroller, the Tactical Baby Gear Veer collaboration. This is the switchback stroller. This thing is awesome so far. I'm trying to see if I can find any other flaws in it or whatever. A lot of testing, making sure that we can provide you guys with the best product possible. She loves it. What do you think? Hey. Oh, what was that? Are you trying to stand up? Was that you trying to stand? Oh, okay.
Cameron stacked goldies, and then we sat on
Oh.
like
had 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Stand up. Hold my hand. Come on. There you go. Stand up. No? All right, since we are still here local this morning, the girls have cheerleading camp this week, so I gotta go run them to cheerleading. I'll make a quick stop at Home Depot to pick up a fan to put outside. The bugs are swarming us when we're trying to eat at the picnic table, so I think a fan will help blow air, keep them away a little bit. And then we're gonna come back and set up the Starlink and check that out. We'll do some.
Yeah, you're shutting that up?
Yeah. We're gonna set that up. We'll see what that's like. Meet you guys at cheer camp. Ready?
Yep.
I may have gotten more than I thought I was. I mean, I went to Home Depot and Target, so of course I got more than I thought I was going to get. But also, I just remembered, I've got to show you guys this thing that I built in the back of the truck. It's super cool. Hey, buddy. What's up? Hey, how's it going? You staying cool in here? I know you are. We've got the waggle. I know you're cool in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is one of the things that we want to test on our little trip here is called the waggle. You might be familiar with this already, but it's a pet monitoring device. Really temperature monitoring device, but it's obviously designed for pets. So this will monitor the temperature and humidity inside the camper, and it will send you an alert if it gets outside of those thresholds, above or below or whatever. This also detects power. It does have a battery backup, and it uses its own cell phone service, so it does require a monthly subscription. I think it's $89 a year, if I remember right. It uses Verizon cell phone service, and it will send a text alert to your phone if anything like the temperature gets too high or too low, if your camper loses power, if the power comes back on, if the humidity is too high, too low, etc. So this is very cool. We haven't exactly figured out where we want to mount it yet. When you log into the app, you can also check the live sort of temperature and readings of it now and just say, okay, it's 73 degrees, everything's cool, whatever. But anyways, that's something really cool that we wanted to kind of test and play with. And then we also have to check out the Starlink system, the Nest camera system, and all that. Okay, so I've had this for about a week now, and I haven't had time to test it, but you don't care about that. What's the deal? Is it worth it? Is it not? So I don't want to... There's ants. We're going to find out if it is a reliable source of internet. We're going to check out download speeds, upload speeds, and I've been having a weird issue. I just put some cameras in the camper to monitor the dog while we're gone, and I connect it to my WineGuard access point, and the Wi-Fi that we're on here at this RV park won't allow the camera to connect through their system. They have like a firewall or something in place. So I haven't been able to use that camera and monitor the dog. I don't know how common that is, but we're gonna see if we can eliminate that problem with the Starlink packaging. Don't need that, don't need that. Here's the satellite itself. Man, this is cool. The base and this have a little bit of weight to it, so I wouldn't be overly concerned that the wind is gonna knock it over. Oh, this is slick looking. So this is the modem itself. Cool. Okay, so we finally got that thing set up, and I'll be honest, the setup process wasn't terribly intuitive. So now that we got the satellite out there, it's got a signal, it's saying it's good here, it's showing me that I am online. So let's go ahead and do a speed test. Oh, dang. 106, 108, 110. So it's hanging out about 100 megabytes a second download, and upload is currently about 15 meg. That's fast. That's ripping. The other problem I was trying to solve for to see if Starlink was going to help was that camera situation. So, I remember I've got this Nest camera, and it wouldn't connect through the router all the way to the internet because of the park's Wi-Fi and firewall settings or something like that. So I'm glad to report that it now connects to the internet, and I can monitor this camera from my phone from wherever, so I can keep an eye on the dog. I also have that waggle device that has the temperature and power monitor system, so if I get an alert that the temperature is up or something's going on, I can easily check in on the dog at that point and kind of see, make sure everything's okay, or at least keep an eye on him as I make my way back to the camper. So, not so foggy. Hannah, what else? What? Huh? Say hi. Are you having fun? Oh, is that yummy? I think the only thing left for us to test and play with is the kayaks, right, Brandy? So I got these kayaks from Boat, and these are 2 different kayaks. One I intended as a, well, let me just blow them up, I'll show you, and then I'll explain it from there. Let's see what I gotta do to blow these things up. Let's see, I don't even know which one this is. We got the Lono and the Zeppelin. Two different styles of these kayaks. Yo, I love these colors to start with. What do you think, Hannah? These big bags too for the kayaks have wheels on the bottom so you can roll them around versus the paddleboard that was like a backpack style. So that's nice. That strap, that strap. Okay. I gotta pay attention to how this thing is wrapped up because I feel this seems like one of those things that's gonna be impossible to get back in the bag. You know what I mean? But your paddleboard's been super easy. It's been great. Knowing Boat, it's gonna go right back in. Okay, so this must be, this is the Lono. Now this kayak comes with a manual hand pump. Hey, I got 3 girls, I ain't got time for that. They want stuff and they want it now. So I opted for an electric pump. One, we already had one from the paddleboard, but now we have 3 inflatables. So I wanted to make sure I could pump them all up quickly. But now I have to find a cigarette lighter thing. I guess I'm using the EcoFlow battery again that I used on the Starlink earlier. These are awesome too. You can program what the PSI is that you want. Sorry, it's getting dark out. It'll pump it up to 13, 14, 15, whatever you set, and then stop. It's pretty cool. Hey, don't eat the tape. All right, let's see what happens. Now, I understand that this kayak has 3 chambers, which is nice because if one of them gets punctured or has a leak, it's only 1 chamber losing air and not the entire thing. So that's kind of a safety feature. Man, this is really cool. So the pump is a 2-stage pump. So it's got a high-speed pump that gets it up to about, I don't know, 3 PSI or so. And switches to the dual-stage high-pressure pump. And even I'm only going to like 5 PSI because I'm just going through the paces, testing it, making sure we know how it works, make sure everything's good. That's the whole point of this trip, right? Make sure everything is working as intended before we go out for our big trip. It was cool. What do you think? Man, check out how cool that is. What do you guys think? Oh wait, hold on. One more thing. The cooler. The cooler. Get to the cooler. So there's a hole cut out here so you can put the cooler there. Use that for drinks or bait or whatever. If you're fishing. All right, hold on. Let's get you in there. See. Oh yeah. I got the Zeppelin inflated now. So here's the difference between the two. This one is like kind of pontoony, right? It's got 2 main tubes that go down the middle, and then the middle inflates too, but it's not nearly as deep. You can see how low those walls are. So putting the baby on this one would not be ideal versus the Lono, where the walls are obviously much taller and she's not just gonna fall out of there. And then there's 2 seats for that one that go there that are similar to that seat. Cool, I'm excited to try those out. It's getting dark. Now I have to pack all this stuff up. This is our last night here, so we've got to be out of here in the morning. So now that it's 8:30, I'm gonna start packing this stuff up. Oh, all right. Okay, last thing I wanted to show you guys that I was playing with and testing was this drawer system that I built. It's very cool. So, you know, we've got Hans with us. He's got a dog bed back here. He needed to be able to ride back here, which is why I ended up installing the full truck cap on here. And you might say, well, Beeve, isn't the dog gonna get hot back there? He would, except for I've added this Icy Breeze. Oh my God, let's get out of the sun. This is an Icy Breeze, like AC unit, I guess, more or less. It's a cooler that has ice in it and water, and it has a water pump that runs up to a heat exchanger in the top of it. It's hard to see. Anyways, there's a heat exchanger up here and then a fan that blows that water past the heat exchanger and out of this ductwork. Now it has a vent on one side, or you can pull it out and aim this ducting wherever you want it. So I kind of have it aimed to where Hans is laying, and he stays nice and cool while we're riding. I also store the propane tank back here, and then I've got the generator up here. And what's cool about this is that I can run it on the drawer. The exhaust port is coming right out the front here, and then on this side I have access to all of my settings and ports and plugs and all that kind of stuff. So I can pull it out, I can run it right here, and that's been really great. It also has a shelf up top, so I've got my one wheel up here. I've got that extra battery bank that I'm storing up there at this point. There's some camp chairs and just like whatever else. But the reason I put all this on a drawer was obviously so that I could access everything in the back, because with the full cap on here, things that you store in the front of the bed, you can't get to without getting on your hands and knees and crawling back there to get it. So I built this drawer system. I have the whole build on my Beeve Builds channel, if you want to see how this was built and more ins and outs, but that's kind of a quick overview of how that works. Okay, I gotta pack this place up and get out of here.